Hello friends, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Professor S.P. Singh from Faculty of Management Studies, Gurukul Kangdi University, Haridwar. Today we are going to study Module 22 on qualitative research process. After you have finished this module, you shall be able to understand research as a linear process. Know the process in ground theory research. Comprehend the linearity and circularity of the process. Know the theories in the research process. Understand the qualitative research process. The choice of certain methods over and above others cannot characterize qualitative research. Qualitative and quantitative research are able to coexist and can be combined. However, the qualitative research assumes beforehand a different understanding of research in general, which goes beyond the decision to use a narrow interview or a questionnaire. Qualitative research comprises a specific understanding of the relation between issue and method. In qualitative research, the process of research can be arranged in a linear sequence of conceptual, methodological, and empirical steps. The steps can be dealt with one after the other and apart. There is mutual interdependence of the single stages of the research process. Glaser and Strauss developed this idea of the research process in their approach of grounded theory. Research as linear process. The traditional variant of quantitative social sciences begins from building a model before the study is undertaken in the field. The researchers construct a model of the assumed conditions and relations. The theoretical knowledge drawn from the literature or previous empirical research is the starting point of researchers. From the review of literature, hypotheses are derived which are made operational and tested against empirical conditions. The purpose is to ensure that the study is representative in its data and findings. Further, the complex relations are broken down into distinct variables which permit the researchers to separate them and evaluate their effects. Theories and methods acquire places before the objectives of research. Theories are tested and perhaps falsified on the way. If they are enlarged, it is through additional hypotheses which are again tested empirically and so on. Process in grounded theory research. In contrast to the theory-driven and linear model of the research process, the grounded theory approach gives priority to the data and the field under study over theoretical assumptions. Flick observed that theories should not be applied to the subject being studied, but is discovered and formulated in working with the field and the empirical data to be found in it. People to be studied are selected according to their relevance to the research topic and are not chosen for selecting a representative sample. The purpose is not to lower down complexity by separating into variables, but rather to enhance complexity by allowing context. Methods too have to be suitable to the issue being studied and have to be accordingly selected. The theory has relation to empirical work in qualitative research. The understanding of qualitative research suggests that the researcher should adopt an attitude of evenly suspended attention. The model of the process in grounded theory research primarily comprises the theoretical sampling, grounded theory coding, and writing the theory. Various aspects of the model have become relevant for methodological discussions and qualitative research practice. Theoretical sampling, in particular, as a strategy of defining a sample gradually, is also applied in research where methods of interpretation are utilized. Grounded theory coding as a method of analyzing texts has also gained relevance. Linearity and circularity of the process. The circularity of the parts of the research process in the model of grounded theory research is a pivotal feature of the approach. It was the force behind several of approaches beginning from case analysis. However, this circularity causes problems where the general linear model of research is applied to evaluate research. Usually, this occurs in proposing a research project or in applying for a grant and in the evaluation of this research and its results by the use of applying customary quality indicators. But this circularity is the positivity of the approach because it makes the researcher to continually reflect on the entire research process and on particular phases in consideration of the other steps, at least where it is applied in a consistent manner. The strong connection between collection and interpretation of data and the choice of empirical material is different from traditional linear method of proceeding. This permits the researcher not only to ask such questions as the extent to which the methods, categories, and theories used are justifiable to the subject and the data, but also to answer it. Theories in the research process. The function of theories in a research process can be explained with the help of two starting points. The first is Goodman's concept that theories, like other forms of revealing empirical relations, are descriptions of the world. These versions undergo a continuous revisions, assessment, construction, and reformulation. Thus, theories are not representations of facts, but versions of perspectives through which we see the world. By the formulation of a version and by the perspective on the world hidden in it, the perception of the world is established that it provides information about the result into the social making of this perspective and the surrounding world. Thus, theories as versions of the world become preliminary and relative. Further developing the version takes to an enhanced empirical grounding in the object being studied. The qualitative research process. The role of qualitative researcher differs from the role of quantitative researcher. The process of qualitative research can be divided into 7 explicit stages consisting of thematizing, designing, interviewing, transcribing, analyzing, verifying, and reporting. However, this does not mean that researchers ought to work in this orderly progressive manner. Thematizing. Thematizing refers to answer the question of what is going to be studied, why this is going to be studied, and how this is going to be studied. The answers to these questions will provide the background for proceeding with fieldwork analysis and reporting. Performing qualitative personal or group interviews is an answer to the question of how to collect data. The interviews are also considered as technique for data collection because it is the most widespread technique. The qualitative research interview is defined as an interview whose purpose is to get description of the life world of the interviewee with respect to interpreting the meaning of the described phenomena. Walle gives an explanation of using interviewing as a dominant research technique. Since conversion is the usual technique we all use to learn about phenomena in this world, this technique could evidently be used for research purposes. Designing. Designing the research constitutes the stage where the methodological procedure is prepared and planned. It determines the time schedule and establishes the interrelationship of different steps. If the selected technique is interviews, designing the research project will determine the kind of interviews to be used: personal, collective, expert, etc., and fixes the number of interviews to be performed. The persons performing as respondents are selected in accordance with the criteria drawn from the research objectives. Interviewing. Interviews are structured in conformity with an interview guide the researcher prepared, outlining themes to be enveloped during the interview. Usually, interviews are recorded on tape or video. Some researchers would like to take field notes before, during and after the interview as supplement to recordings. Using the interview as a research technique implies that the researcher or an interviewer chosen by the researcher makes a personal meeting with the respondents. Transcribing. The next stage of the process of research is the transcription of recordings. This is often performed by assisting personnel. Various instructions might be given to assistants as the researcher prefers. The transcription standards can be conceptualized as a continuum ranging from a transcript incorporating every sound or silence recorded to a transcript confined to relevant sentences concerning to specific research questions. Often, the interviewer does not recognize the value of the interview transcript immediately, but only after some additional interpretative work has been done. Analyzing. The term coding is often applied to refer to the first part of the analysis that relates to the naming and giving categories to phenomena through close investigation of data. Coding of data might be performed using one of the computer-based analysis program packages. However, whether one chooses to use a computer program or not, it is the researcher who establishes and names the categories of data. Once coding data is finished, the researcher moves to the analysis process where the codes must come together in one overall analysis. The analysis is to be seen as the progression from the particular to the general, since the objective is to understand the overall narrative. The results of the analysis should be that codes connect to each other in what can be conceptualized as a web of meanings. Both by coding and analyzing data, the researcher uses his personal knowledge and experiences as tools to make the material meaningful. Verifying. Verification of the data analysis is related to the generalization, the reliability, and the validity of findings. Generalization means that findings can be generalized. Reliability indicates to the consistency of findings results, whereas validity asks if the study in fact investigates as was intended. Reporting. Reporting covers that part of the research process where a report is written by the researcher to make presentation of the findings. It is the researcher who will judge the way a specific respondent should be provided voice or how understanding the context will be related to the remarks of a respondent. The amount of context presented in relation to particular respondents or situations will also be the choice of the researcher. Friends, in this module, you have studied research as linear process, the process in grounded theory research, the linearity and circularity of the process, the theories in research process, and the qualitative research process. Thanks for visiting EPG Pathshala.